It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave.
What's up, and welcome to This Week in Stupid, where we watch stupid do stupid, we have fun, we laugh, we move on with our lives. Alright? Okay.
Are you ready?
Welcome to the end of days.
Please welcome the President of the United States and Dr. Jill Biden.
I'm not sure how y'all get down or what tickles your fancies, but me personally, I enjoy myself a good laugh. I find it pointless to get upset and yell about things that I have no control over. Like, does it frustrate me our commander-in-chief is borderline retarded? Of course. Is it painful to watch him shake hands with people who aren't there? Absolutely. I don't even think this will be the last time we see him fall off his bike. And I'm sure there's another 3 to 4 flights of stairs somewhere just waiting for him to trip up and down on. So, unless you know something I don't, this is the guy.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Like, y'all remember when JihadiClaus left the Taliban $10 billion in gifts and prizes to celebrate their newfound power? Joe knew in order for the Taliban to terrorize the Afghan people and thrive at it, they were going to need new state-of-the-art weapons. Them old Russian AKs just wasn't going to cut it anymore. Move over, Toyota Tacoma. The Taliban's got Humvees now, bitch.
Moving on up to the side. We finally got our piece of the pie.
Listen, say what you will about the Taliban, but they was persistent as a motherfucker. They sat in hidden caves for 20 years, talking shit, being pelted by bombs and missiles, and they're like, whatever, praise Allah. And I'm over here thinking like,
fuck all that.
You trap me in a cave for more than 20 minutes and I'm like, fuck it, let the ladies learn to read and write. It's dark in here, my phone's at 36% and the Wi-Fi is horrible. I'm coming out. Put your mother of all bombs away. You won't be needing those today.
Well, that is a shame.
I only bring up Afghanistan to show the sheer generosity of our slandering thief, commander-in-chief. He knew once we left there would be absolute chaos, so he made sure the Taliban would be well equipped for anything thrown their way. And now they are.
Allahu Akbar!
Some people were saying the Taliban now has a formidable military for the likes of that region. I'm not sure if I agree with the word formidable, but I do think it's strong enough for the Taliban to rid Afghanistan of educated women.
How rude!
Okay, so maybe Joe didn't think this thing all the way through when he left those guys a build-your-own-army status kit, plus a country to terrorize with it. Pretty sure thinking was really never one of Joe's strong suits. Besides, democracy had a new enemy, white supremacy. If you know what white supremacy is, then you know it's at the root of every problem ever in the world.
Hey, we've got a problem here.
Outside of Hitler and the Triple K gang, white supremacy is faceless, and since Hitler's dead and the KKK's respect is the equivalent of Kamala Harris's importance, they needed a fresh new face to brand white supremacy with.
Ultra MAGA.
Ultra MAGA?
Ultra MAGA.
Ultra MAGA.
Ultra MAGA.
Ah, yes, Ultra MAGA. The left's definition of white supremacy, because why not? Of course, anyone who disagrees with these people has to be a white supremacist. Now, I know some people are wondering, do they have a leader? And they do. A king.
The Great MAGA King.
The Great MAGA King.
The Great MAGA King. Some would compare the Great MAGA King to King Joffrey of the House Baratheon.
I am the king!
Honestly, though, these people were so desperate to paint Trump a white supremacist, logical shit became racist. For instance, voter ID. Pretty cut and dry, right? A majority of the United States believes you should have to show some sort of identification and prove you're a citizen to vote. And as crazy as that sounds, I think it makes sense. You wouldn't want people you didn't know wandering into your house and having a say on how you do things, right? I could see if they was on the lease and paying rent, fine, but just because you find yourself in my apartment doesn't mean you get a say in what goes on in my house, even if it is the property manager letting you in.
It's a giant leap!
The irony of it all is their reasoning for it being racist was far more insulting and racist than the reason they said it was racist. They said it discriminated and singled out minorities. I think it just singles out people without proper identification. They said some minorities couldn't acquire an ID due to their lack of knowledge of this newly found thing they call the internet.
I had a look on the internet, and this was on it.
Whoa, what's it?
Now, I can believe nothing else that was on it was this.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
According to Joe and the adults, the internet would be too difficult for minorities to figure out, and that's if they even knew what it was.
What about this internet thing? Do you know anything about that?
It's possible I got things mixed up. Maybe the internet thing was about vaccines. I don't know. I can't keep up with how incapable and stupid minorities are in Joe's book. The fact that someone with Joe's track record is the gatekeeper on who is and isn't a white supremacist, I think strengthens the idea that white supremacy is faceless, because they've thrown around those words so much it's lost its value, and because those people overused it, they've lost their credibility. And they have something for everything. You don't support trillions to Ukraine, you're a Putin sympathizer. You want to build the wall, then you obviously want to see Mexican children starve. You think showing ID to vote should be a rule? You're a white supremacist. And if you don't support BLM, you're a racist.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
That's their playbook. Learn the plays or you're cut from the roster.
Simon says, get the fuck up!
As always, just want to thank you all for pulling up and rocking out with me. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, you probably should. And since you're already down in that area, hit the bell. Then click all at the top so you don't miss anything. If you sexied everything right, it should look like this. Good job. Don't forget to join us here. You can also come follow me here, and here. Oh yeah, I'm over here now too. Like always, be safe, stay great, don't be a pussy.
Till the next time. Oh, till the next time.
This MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.